Crunchy day. All right, work in progress. Still, okay. Well,
you know what? We're here. Hey, all right. It's pocket time. WULFF DEN Podcast time It is the high quality of excellism.
You know what?
You come to expect.
Smoother than usual.
Yes.
I'll say this camera, smoother than usual.
Butter.
So this is a win, believe it or not. Hi, this is podcast.
Hey.
How you doing? Good to see you. Still, it's the plumber has the leakiest pipes, is the saying.
Yes. What is it? The shoemaker's kids go unshoed or something like that? Unshoed. That's a word. Look it up.
That's the woke term. Snake Eater, thanks for the 41 months.
He got there.
The 6-7 months. I convinced my cousin to buy a 3DS at GameStop after he said he wants to hack one. I introduced him to your channel and all the 3DS videos. He was delighted. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much for spreading the good word of the WULFF Den.
Yes.
What's up?
Not much.
What are we doing?
Kind of a slow news week. I must say.
There's gonna fucking be DS on the Nintendo Switch Online. Ain't no slow week.
It is currently just rumor and speculation, but the rumor and speculation, I mean, come on.
It's a patent thing.
I mean, come on.
There's also, we gotta trash more on Xbox.
It's just a lot of look, Xbox, to borrow a phrase from IGN's Ryan McCaffrey, they're Sideshow Bob stepping on rakes.
Yep.
They really are. Just like one after the other.
Well, they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. But like, Sideshow Bob could have like walked around the rakes. He just,
He was doing it on purpose.
Yeah. So there's that. There's possible more Resident Evil remakes on the way. We have a sad passing of a pioneer in the white boy slop genre. And more.
Okay. It's a bad time to be a white boy.
Yes. Between that and Sam Rivers, R.I.P. Limp Bizkit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But first, great news for us. DS games coming to Nintendo Switch Online for sure, confirmed.
But not really. The Switch Online service has already been expanded with GameCube games this year, and Virtual Boy Library will be making a comeback early next year. Now, a Nintendo patent filed in April and published this week has ignited new rumors about Nintendo DS games potentially returning in the future. As highlighted by Mike Odyssey on social media, 3 methods of dual-screen gaming detailed include dual screen parent and child screens, single screen mode, picture-in-picture, and switch mode, switch between screens. You can read the abstract. And see each image in the post that Bob is hopefully showing on screen.
Yes. So there's a couple things going on here in these images that Mike Odyssey posted. It seems like you are just on one single screen. Okay, so this is going to be a little confusing to explain, but you know how when you're playing a DS game on an emulator,
yes,
that might have one screen. Let's say a Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing a DS game. You can choose to either have one screen take up the whole Steam Deck screen.
Yes,
or you can swap the screens. So you're now showing the bottom screen.
Well, yes,
you can either have the top screen or the bottom.
Yeah, so it's one screen, but
full
you swap.
Screen.
It's full screen, but you swap between screens.
Yes, you can show top screen. That's what this is showing.
Okay.
So there's a little, I guess this is a button. That's a switch. Single screen mode map image. So like, let's say Mario Kart.
Yeah.
DS. You got Mario Kart DS on the top. You can hit a button and you can switch to the map if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is more of, and then this is picture in picture.
Yes.
All on one single screen. However, there is more to this patent than just that.
Yes.
There is an update. Nintendo Patents Watch, which is this is a Blue Sky account. I think they're also on Twitter. But they blue skied and said nothing against Mike. Oh, they're throwing shade already. Nothing against means that they're talking.
What?
but I do not think it means what you think it means. This patent, published on June 10th in Japan, is in fact about utilizing game share to stream secondary UI to a client device. Yes, it could be used for DS emulation, but I suspect that Nintendo has bigger plans for the tech. So then you can go to their article.
Mm-hmm.
Where is their article? I went to their article before. Oh, it's right here. You can go to their article, and there's more to the patent. This is just a Switch beaming the second screen to your TV.
Right.
And that is insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How would it even do that? The dock is dumb.
Yeah, the dock has no like real tech in it. It can't do anything unless you plug your Switch 2 in there. It
would need to utilize like a casting situation, like a Chromecast or Apple Cast. Or
this
AirPlay,
might.
whatever.
You know what? Conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
Get your tinfoil hats ready. So allegedly, the Virtual Boy Switch Online games will only work with the accessory, the Virtual Boy accessory that you have to buy from Nintendo directly.
Yes.
That could be testing the waters to see if people are willing to buy an extra accessory in order to do Switch Online games, like a caster or a dongle or something along those lines.
I would agree with you if the Virtual Boy was gonna be popular at all. Nobody's gonna want to play.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the only hole. Like that's the only hole in my logic because it's the Virtual Boy as opposed to the DS, the most successful handheld before the Switch came out.
Yeah, but I like the way these drawings look. I'm gonna read what GameShare. No, this is Nintendo Nin Patent Swatch.
Mm-hmm.
They call it the GameShare patent too. Since the GameShare's intro loaners joke have been asking to repurpose it for a second screen gameplay. That's rude.
Yeah.
A new Nintendo patent suggests that the dream of DS, 3DS, and Wii U revival may become a reality and potentially new ways to play. This patent published today, which was months ago, describes a host device taking inputs from a client device via local connection or the internet. Unrealistic, in my opinion, says this guy. Rendering the gameplay image for itself and UI image for the client and transmitting the UI image to the client, the example given. So it's literally just a picture of the Switch, which looks very blocky.
Yeah.
Beaming over to the TV. The host is labeled the Switch is labeled host, and the TV just says gameplay image on it. But then there's another one that says the Switch has the Switch labeled as the client device.
Yeah.
And it just says UI image on the bottom. So this could be using your Switch as the hosted device. So you're playing the game on the Switch and you're beaming it to the TV. Or this also seems to indicate that you could use you could stream to the Switch.
Yes.
Like they're saying that's unrealistic, but think about like I mean, you had the cloud games on the old Switch, like the Resident Evil games and the Assassin's Creed games were on there via the cloud. You could play via the cloud. I mean, you got Xbox Game Pass streaming.
Yeah.
I was just streaming Marvel Rivals using Moonlight to an $80 handheld. So like it's not unrealistic to think that some of this stuff might happen in the cloud.
Yeah.
Because really then it could just be a website you go to on any device and then you just have the second screen there. Nintendo is probably going to have some weird crazy bullshit going on in order to get this to work. I don't think this is going to be, I mean, it needs to be seamless.
Yeah.
Because this is for like kids and parents who don't want to fuck around. But I can't imagine this being as seamless as it could be.
It would be weird to see Nintendo get into cloud gaming like this early in the game because it's still relatively early for cloud gaming. Because like they're usually like a generation or two behind when it comes to like anything involving online.
Well, I would say this is very behind for cloud.
I guess
we had PlayStation Now.
Yeah,
like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, Game Pass has picked up steam, but it's still
GeForce
like
Now has been around for
a
decade.
It's still. I would argue that like those aren't still as mainstream as like traditional game purchasing outlets. You know what I mean?
So I would agree with you, except for Game Pass.
I mean, Game Pass is getting a little bit less and less mainstream, if you know what I mean.
Well, people are not liking Game Pass,
right?
But Game Pass is known. You know, like streaming is not. I would say, first of all, streaming is not as niche as it used to be.
Correct.
Second, no one's gonna look at this and go, "Ew, it's streaming."
Yeah.
Nintendo's gonna hide that. They're not gonna like make it seem like
I know.
it's coming from the cloud. They're gonna make it look like it's. They're gonna try to make it seem like as seamless of an experience as possible.
Yes.
And hopefully it is. Hopefully there's no
Yeah.
like weird QR code bullshit like there is when you want to send a picture to your phone.
Or you just want to like be friends with somebody.
Yeah, or that. Like there's a lot of ways this can become complicated. Like
Yes.
Nintendo can make this complicated. But there's a lot of ways Nintendo can make this a great experience. It would be so great to just have DS games on Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
I don't think they need to do this at all. I think that they could just have DS games using one single screen. I've done that a million times, and it's fine for almost every game.
Yeah, but I feel like Nintendo is going to want to preserve that like dual screen experience somehow, like a true 2-screen experience.
They want to preserve it as much as possible.
Yeah, so they're going to try to find a way to do 2 screens at a time the way it was on the DS.
Now, for Wii U games,
yes,
I think this makes the most sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then you're just using it like a Wii U.
Yeah.
And that could be really, really cool. And if we get more games that act like Wii U games, like future games just use 2 screens, that would be sick as hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think that this is the sound lagging for anyone? Don't tell me that. Don't say that to me. Just close your eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe future games can utilize something like this. It doesn't necessarily have to be Nintendo Switch Online games.
Yeah.
I think this is really cool, and I hope that it's something real. So this is a patent. Patents don't mean all that much. They could do whatever they want.
No, Nintendo patents things left and right.
Yeah.
You know, they have patents for things that they've never come out with. So, but it is interesting.
At the very least, they are thinking about how to do dual screens.
Yes.
Which I think is important because next up for Nintendo Switch Online is DS. What else do we have?
Yeah.
They got to do DS. There's a huge library there that's just not being utilized, and there's a lot of great games. So they gotta figure out how to do DS, and this is one of the ways they're considering at the very bare minimum.
Yeah.
I don't usually believe in these patents that they have when they're wacky. This one's a little wacky. This one I believe in.
Yeah.
I think that this is real.
Especially because like they've been so good about keeping Switch Online like up, and especially now that the Switch 2 is out, current with like new systems.
Yeah. I think that this is something that they will definitely do. When we were talking about rumors for the Nintendo Switch 2, we were talking about what is like we had a whole whiteboard of what's really gonna be on the Switch 2. One of my things that I kept saying was that the C button could be a cast button.
Yeah.
And that was basically the only thing that never happened. It turns out it is a chat button. That was also one of the possibilities. But it looks like casting is not out of the question.
Yeah.
And that's really, really cool.
Also,
that means I'm not that wrong.
Think about this. That C button is functionally useless unless you have a Switch Online account.
I think it's free for the first year or something.
Yeah, but once that year is up, like it's
it's like Mario Kart multiplayer on the Switch 1. It was free for like a year, and then they ripped it away from everybody.
So like maybe like if you don't have a subscription, like that can double as a cast button. Like maybe you have to like tap it twice or something, or long press it. Yeah, it's a cast.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I would assume that it's gonna be a game by game basis. Like if you boot up a game like DS Virtual Console or Nintendo Switch Online, it will say, "Would you like to cast this somewhere?" I don't know if the button will actually do anything. I remapped my C button to be A if I have to spam A in a game. That's kind of cool. Then you just rock your finger.
Yeah.
I
guess
I'm gonna do that for skipping dialogue in Pokemon Legends ZA. I've been playing Pokemon Legends ZA
How is it?
on my off time.
Oh.
Can you believe that?
You have off time?
Yeah. It's a bad game.
Okay.
I am enjoying it a little bit.
Really?
And I would never have expected that.
Yeah.
The combat is a little fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way that you like, it's like real time, turn based. You kind of run around a little circle and just mash the buttons. And I'm enjoying like building out my little Pokemon team.
Okay.
The story is terrible.
Of course.
The dialogue is horrible. I
Of
just
course.
mash through all the dialogue. I don't pay attention at all. But it's fun to do little battles, and it's fun to collect the Pokemon and manage your little team and give them little moves and stuff. And
Nice.
and the game kind of doesn't really get in your I'm only a couple hours in, like 5 or 6. The game doesn't really get in your way from doing that as much as I thought it would. In the beginning, in the first like hour or two, it does, but then after it opens up, it kind of just throws you into battles over and over again, and that's kind of what I want to do anyway. The only way it gets in your way is if you are not mashing through the dialogue.
Okay.
If you're reading the dialogue, it's a slog. But Pokemon Legends Arceus did get in your way the whole time.
Okay.
So this is, I think, substantially better. It is still like a toddler's game. It's still like not like a great game because it's like ugly and there's some other design choices that are just like this game feels like a $20 like school project.
Yeah.
But I like how my team a little cute Pokemon. I like trying to figure out how to get more little cute Pokemon, give them moves and stuff. So it's a fun little brain rot game for a little bit. Nice. And I'm skipping all the dialogue, and I still can figure out like what I need to do in the game. So it's not a big.
I went back and I started the DLC for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of the Giants.
Okay.
It is more of the same. If you
well, that's good.
And look, Indiana Jones was good, so a little bit more of it ain't so bad. And it got me to, because I couldn't find like how to activate the DLC, because you got to go to the Vatican level and you have to like find the person to talk to.
Oh, but I don't like that.
I didn't realize I was in the middle of a side quest while in the Vatican, so I had to finish that before I started.
I don't like when you buy a thing and the thing's like, all right, you need to do this thing in the game in order to unlock the thing you just bought.
Well, it's like activating any other mission in the game. You have to talk to somebody because you got to find like the door, because it's a whole other like level of the game that like wasn't there previously. Okay. So like you have to find the guy, talk to him, and then get to like the entrance to the Order of the Giants. But before I did that, I like explored more of the Vatican and I found more things. Like I found a disguise that would have helped me like in the main game. But yeah, good stuff. If you liked Indiana Jones, play that. The Order of the Giants. I
never played it.
I guess I gotta get it for Steam Deck because
no, I have it.
I know, but you don't have Order of the Giants.
Oh,
so
no, just play that on Xbox.
Yeah,
Play that one little part on Xbox.
But what if I want to play on the toilet? Then I got to stream it to my Steam Deck? I don't want to do that.
You just have to buy it a second time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the obvious thing to do.
Obvious thing to do. Because, like, look, the economy's not bad or anything.
You can't do that on PC Game Pass, right?
What?
Get that DLC. Now we're getting into the confusing territory.
Do you have Game Pass?
I do now.
The $30 tier?
I have the middle.
Okay.
Premium. Because it came with the ROG Ally.
Then I don't know. We'd have to look into it.
Okay. And you wouldn't. How would you even? You wouldn't be able to use that.
Saves. It gets cross save between Xbox and Steam.
Yeah, but you would have to. It would have to be your account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you buy a game and I buy DLC, it should still work. Like you would get the DLC. You get access.
Oh, so you're saying. Okay, that's still dumb. That's still stupid.
Dumb. Like, listen. I never.
Wait, you buy it. Wait, you have it on that. Wait, where did you buy the DLC?
I got it on Xbox
So does that transfer over to PC Game Pass?
No, because it's not. Because we don't have an Xbox Family account.
Does it transfer over to your PC Game Pass?
I don't have Game Pass.
Yeah, then it wouldn't. Okay, it's broken.
Yeah,
broken.
Never mind. Yeah,
Whole theory's broken. It's so easy.
Although
Game Pass.
Okay. It is like, because I bought it on Xbox, I do have access to the Xbox PC version of it.
I have to think. Xbox PC yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
But did you have the Xbox PC DLC?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I bought the deluxe edition when it came out.
Oh, so you have so you can play it on the ROG Xbox Ally X.
Do I own an ROG Xbox?
Well,
Ally
you can
X?
just take it. I'm not using it.
Okay.
If you really want to shit on the toilet.
I mean, where else do you shit, Bob?
I don't know if I have the white one. It might be at the PO box, but I feel like they just didn't give me the white one.
All right. Look, I'm not in a rush here.
Okay.
I become a
take the claw back.
It's just
take the MSI claw back.
My nemesis. This is such a first world problem. I've become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, being able to play any game I want.
Wait, I think I have the good MSI claw, or did I send that back? There's a good one now.
I know there's a good one.
I think I have that one still.
Okay. I'm not asking you for it.
Just so you can play one game that's probably 2 hours.
4, according to how long.
Potentially on the toilet. If you have to shit while you're playing the game.
It's not worth wrecking another one of your handhelds to play this game.
Jesus Christ.
As I explained to my Gen X coworker this week, video games suck now. They're so complicated and expensive.
They're very complicated, and maybe that's also why it's so hard for normies to get into video games.
Yeah.
Used to be you buy the game and you put it in and you play it.
Yeah.
And now you buy the game. There's 10 different versions of the game. Mm-hmm. Some of it's $100, some of it's $120, and you need the special online subscription. Yeah. There's 3 tiers of that if you want to get that.
If you want the specific system to play it on, it's $1,000 to do it.
Yeah. Now with Xbox, which system do you have?
Yeah. Exactly.
Which one of their new systems do you
have?
In the chat, WULFF DEN Dad says, if only you two knew as much about science as you do on video games, I would have a NetJet to the Wind Tower suite every week. Some scientists don't make any money either.
Yeah. And also, some scientists aren't listened to, as we forgot from about 5 years ago.
That is true. Anyway, where am I? Solid with the 6 months. What's up, dudes? Best podcast around. Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Blackbird, thanks for the 37 months. Hey, Bob, have you tried... What? This is Italian? Pipistrello.
Pipistrello.
Is this a type of drink? Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. Game Boy Advance style game on the Switch and Steam. I have been enjoying it. I gotta Google.
While you do that, Josie with the $10 on YouTube. Hey, Wolf Bros, I'm running a half marathon in Las Vegas this weekend. And even though I used to live there...
Did WULFF DEN Dad hear this?
And even though I used to live there, I need y'all's recommendations for places to eat and stuff to do. Keep up the great work. Dad, now's your time to shine.
Go to the Win and don't leave.
Just stay right there. If you do venture out to leave, In-N-Out is always a safe bet. Pinball Museum is actually kind of fun.
Resorts World has a really good little food court.
Yes.
Mothership Coffee is a good coffee place that has food.
Yes. I did go to the Pink Gorilla Games out there. It's off the strip, but that was a nice little visit. And there's guns. You can just shoot guns.
You can just shoot.
You can shoot guns.
Oh, this is that game. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Show me gameplay. Thank you. Is this gameplay? That is gameplay. Oh, it looks a lot like Mina the Hollower.
Oh,
it's like exactly like Mina the Hollower.
Well, I mean, like, look, if you can't wait for Mina the Hollower,
because the yo-yo's like a whip.
Yeah.
Top down. Before we do the backlog, I wanted to try to fix our overlay. It's a little. Yeah. What's this? It's gonna. Okay. I think that. Fine. Okay. All right. Now we can do this.
Backlog.
Hey guys, backlog time. What's that?
The backlog is a segment of the WULFF DEN Podcast, this podcast right here that you're listening to, or if you're not, whatever. It's a segment of the WULFF DEN Podcast where we go through our entire video game collection of 1,051 games, pick one at random, and talk about it, regardless of whether or not we played it.
933.
933. That brings us to, Perfect Dark Zero for the Xbox 360. Controversial game, this one.
I'm pretty sure I got this at GameStop.
Yeah, and I think we got it like well after the fact.
Big Perfect Dark fans.
Yes.
Huge fan of the original game. And we played the Game Boy game.
Yes,
The
the
Game
Game
Boy
Boy Color
Color
game. Maybe that'll show up one day.
What happened to YouTube? Look at the UI is way different.
Oh, I think they're trying to. I think they're doing the frosted glass look, but
Kinda.
yeah, I think
It's like round and weird,
Yeah, I
and big,
think-
and I don't like it.
I think that's what UI is going to look like now for the rest for the next like 10 years.
This is okay.
All right.
You know what? So we like Perfect Dark.
We
a
like
lot.
Perfect Dark.
Big Perfect Dark.
Yes.
fans. This game I was actually really excited for when it was coming out, and then it came out and got absolutely horrible reviews.
Well, no.
We did not get it.
It got good reviews.
I don't remember the.
It got good
at all.
reviews. GameSpot, I remember, gave it a 9.
I remember wanting this game. It released, and then I said, I don't want this game.
You know what it was like when it came out? Like people like actually saw it and got to play it, and the reception became very mixed very quickly because it was not the same as the N64 Perfect Dark. It was wildly different. It was more. I don't want to say like Halo inspired, but definitely like was leaning less away from the original N64 style, where it was like a bit more open, a bit more mission based, and it was a lot more linear. Though the art style was radically different, the tone was very different.
Joanna Dark, the
Yes.
character, is sexy in this. I do not think she was sexy at all in the first.
Oh, because she's supposed to be younger in this. This is supposed to be like her first mission.
This is a prequel.
Yeah, well, that's what the Zero is from. Yeah, so like this is supposed to be like her origin story and whatnot.
And the first game was like, it was like
She was a hardened veteran.
it was an over the top action.
Yeah.
And it was like really, really silly, especially when you get into it. In the middle and towards the end, it gets really silly.
Yeah.
And that was cool. I like that. I like that sort of kitschy like vibe.
Yeah.
This seems to try to be like 2000s cringe.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
But that being said, I didn't play this game until this year.
Really?
Yeah, I played it when I finally started doing Xbox 360 emulation, where we ripped all of our
Yes,
Xbox
yes,
360
yes.
games. This was one of the first ones that I ripped.
Okay.
It is not a good game,
Okay.
but I liked it because of like it feels fine playing
Yeah.
it. And it's cringe.
Right.
And I like that.
Okay.
Now I'm all for 2000s cringe.
I mean, I can go back to some 2000s cringe again, Limp Bizkit. But like, yeah, because I played very little bit of it initially, and it was just like, this is wrong. Like, this just feels wrong. It looks wrong. The attitude is wrong.
This is not what I wanted or expected out of Perfect Dark at the time.
Yeah, and like for some context here, this started out as a GameCube game.
That I didn't know.
Well, because remember, this is a Rare game. This was made by Rare. The original Perfect Dark came out in the N64 when Rare was a Nintendo second party, and in the transition between N64 and GameCube, Microsoft bought Rare, and then Perfect Dark, whatever the next Perfect Dark game was going to be, was transitioned from a GameCube game to an original Xbox game, and then went too long, and then it became an Xbox 360 launch game. So it wasn't enough that this game was the sequel to a beloved N64 game. This was a launch game for Microsoft's next big video game system. So there was a lot riding on this. They showcased this in that stupid MTV like special they had for the launch of the 360. Like this was the big showcase game for it.
I think that was part of its downfall, was that this was used to sell the console.
Yeah.
And because of that, there were a lot of eyes on it and a lot of expectations. And I think it failed to meet those expectations.
Yeah.
This is not Halo. And
No.
it tries to be. It kind of feels a little bit like Halo while you're playing it. But obviously, it does not have that scope.
No.
That being said, this is early 2000s.
It's 2005.
This is mid 2000s slop, and I think it's pretty good for that. If you just want like a slop game,
yeah,
mid 2000s slop
guess. Game. But I mean, like you can see on screen, like they had to put an arrow on the bottom to like show you where to go, and like that wasn't in the original. Like that removes so much of like the exploration of the original.
Yeah, my recollection of the original game is that it's very linear, but having replayed it with somebody who has never played it before, it is not linear. There's like a lot of trying to figure out where to go. And this puts straight up arrows on the ground.
Yeah.
I only really got a little bit past this like intro area.
Yeah.
The NPCs are like really stupid and like it's weird, but I didn't hate it, and I kind of want to play more of it. But it's not because it's a good game,
right? I mean,
because I enjoyed being back in the Xbox 360 days, playing the sequel to a game that I loved so much.
Yeah,
that's why I was happy being where I was playing this game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 360 launch title. It is playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series. It was included in the Rare Replay collection, so if you didn't get it initially, you can get it in that, and that collection is often $8. And this was the last Perfect Dark game,
and that is
that's the biggest crime, I think, because this was a series that could have been so much, and Microsoft is just like, you know what? No, we don't need Perfect Dark.
They recently canceled Perfect Dark.
The reboot. It was just called Perfect Dark. Yeah.
And that one, we saw gameplay footage, and we have mixed feelings about it. I think it looked bad. He thinks it looked good.
Yeah.
But I would have still liked to have seen more from Perfect Dark. Again, I just like the first game so much.
Yeah.
So, I'm willing to give anything Perfect Dark a try.
Yeah.
And we're not going to see that for a real long time, if ever.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
Perfect Dark Zero got an 81 on Metacritic, which is honestly a lot higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah, like I said, it got some pretty decent reviews.
6.4 user score.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like fans turned on it really quickly.
They made Perfect Dark woke.
Yeah, that's what happens. They put a woman in it.
No, why would they do that?
Unbelievable.
Thanks for watching the backlog. We're going to continue our podcast, and if you're watching this after the fact, goodbye.
Bye.
What are you guys saying? Perfect Dark Zero was an Xbox 360 launch title. Why are you copying and pasting the Wikipedia?
Why are you copying and pasting what I just said? There was at least a remaster of Perfect Dark 1 on 360. Yes, and that is a good remaster.
Yes. Perfect Dark, I played it last night. I play it every time I try an emulator. I just boot up Perfect Dark.
I mean, it's a great game to try it.
Great game to try because it's pretty intensive.
Yeah.
And I play it so much I know how it plays. And there's always slow down in the first level when you get to the basement. And it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be slow down. So.
Not a bug, it's a feature.
Yes. Moving on here. Let's talk a lot more about Xbox.
Yes. Let's start with the price of the Ally. Why is it $1,000? Don't blame Microsoft. Xbox has addressed the ROG Ally X handheld's controversial $1,000 price point, and it has been hardware maker ASUS that ultimately decided how much to charge. That's according to Xbox president Sarah Bond, who told Variety that ASUS had used its insight into the market, into a feature set, into what people want to determine the ultimate price of the devices. With the handhelds now available, Bond has suggested that sales of the devices, at launch at least, had not been impacted by concerns around its cost. The reaction was overwhelming demand for the device, Bond said. We sold out on the Xbox store. We sold really quickly at a number of other places around the world. I feel really good about the value that we are giving gamers at that price based off the reception to the hardware. So they basically said They're basically saying like this is ASUS's fault. That's $1,000. Like they because they made the hardware, they know how much to charge for it.
I believe them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to think that the Xbox Ally X was mostly ASUS's project.
Yeah.
I think that all Xbox did was work with Microsoft to get a better UI.
Yeah.
And marketing.
Yeah.
Xbox is all marketing.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I think this is just an Ally. Oh, and they made them put controller grips on.
Yeah.
This because it's literally just an Ally X.
Yeah.
With a better processor and a bunch of Xbox stuff shoved in there. So, I do think that ASUS knows hardware. They made these before. They're veterans at this point. And this seems, I mean, to me, this kind of seems like it is a subsidized price anyway. But that's just where we are right now. I mean, the Ally X was already cheaper than a lot of the other stuff that was out there at the time, or coming out in that same year. The Xbox Ally X is also cheaper than a lot of the other competitors that are coming out this year, even though that price seems so expensive.
It seems so expensive because it's Xbox branded.
That and also $1,000 is just really expensive for a fucking handheld. But the Lenovo Legion Go 2 is $1,350.
Yes.
The MSI Claws that are coming out are $1,000. Yeah. The Aya Neo stuff is $1,500.
That's always expensive.
Yeah. There's more that I'm having a stroke on.
Yeah.
But this is just the new world we're living in, where everything's just really expensive. So I do believe that this is just what ASUS could sell it at. I wish I knew more about their partnership. I wish I knew more about the deal, because Xbox is taking some money from this partnership.
Absolutely.
But so I want to know where the line is, how that's happening.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, maybe they're not. Maybe it's just like, when it loads up, it will go to the Xbox store, and we want the money from that, and that's it.
Maybe it's a deal where Microsoft is the one giving money to ASUS to brand the Allies.
So, I don't know how it works, because ASUS has... all these laptop manufacturers have a partnership with Microsoft.
Yeah.
Because they're putting Windows on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're buying licenses.
Yeah.
But this device in particular, they have a partnership with Microsoft. They have a partnership with Xbox.
Yeah.
And they have a partnership with AMD. AMD was working specifically with them for this too.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the partnership is. Like, ASUS needs to get the chip from AMD.
Yeah.
And ASUS needs the license from Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
But then also Xbox is like, put our name on there and give us controller grips. So I want to know like what the benefit is for each.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Obviously, ASUS benefits from having the Xbox branding on there, because that brings them to a higher level.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be the most popular ROG Ally that has existed.
Yeah.
This doesn't really benefit Microsoft really at all, honestly. I think it makes them look bad.
Yeah.
Selling a $1,000 console. I think I like it. But as an Xbox branded device, I think it changes their brand and gives it a worse perception.
It's one of the things that is giving the brand a worse perception.
Yeah.
Because of, the increase of price across the board for like everything. Yeah. It does make you wonder though, like what the cost would be if Microsoft made it themselves. Like how big of a discount would that have been?
Yeah, so I don't know what Microsoft would have been capable of, honestly, because ASUS already has the PC handheld stuff figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's honestly pretty cheap for them.
Yeah.
To because they already made two of them already.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same thing with a better processor.
Yeah.
So they don't have to put that much effort into it, really. Microsoft would have to start from the ground up. That'd be a huge undertaking. And I don't think Microsoft is capable of having something as powerful as cheap, unless they really undercut it and subsidize it, and hoping that people will buy stuff on the digital storefronts. So I don't know. I would have liked to have seen Microsoft make their own, or Xbox make their own thing, but I don't think that they would have as easy of a time.
No, definitely not.
I think that this would have made a lot more sense to release alongside of their next generation console, because I'm assuming that their next generation console is just going to be a PC. And by then, they will have more parity between the Xbox Series console and PC gameplay.
I just, the more and more into the weeds like Microsoft is getting with their new identity, whatever it is, the less and less I think the next Xbox is going to be just a straight up Windows PC. Because they're still in this weird, like, halfway point between, like, they keep, like, our next article is about how dedicated they are to next gen Xbox development, while at the same time they're doing all this other stuff for PC gaming.
Go.
All right.
Get into it.
In that same interview with Variety, Xbox president Sarah Bond discussed the company's partnership with ASUS for the ROG Ally handheld, the clamor for which was described by Bond as overwhelming, but insisted the firm was 100% looking at making Xbox hardware in the future too. This is all Sarah Bond quote. Next, we are 100% looking at future. We are 100% looking at making things in the future. We have our next gen hardware in development. We have been looking at prototyping and designing. We have a partnership we've announced with AMD around it. So that is coming. What we saw here was an opportunity to innovate in a new way and to bring gamers another choice in addition to our next gen hardware. We are always listening to what players and creators want. When there is demand for innovation, we are going to build it. We want to make sure that people have a choice. We want to make sure there is an option for the power players who want the latest innovations, that want to push the edge of what is possible, the most demanding players. And then if someone is looking for a PC gaming on the go, and they're a casual gamer, they're a gaming enthusiast, then there's the Xbox Allies for them. Giving multiple choices for people so we can actually meet people where they are. There's a ton more innovation to come, including things like further optimizing the experience here, scaling out the handheld compatibility program, offering more benefits and improvements to the experience and other features that we're going to give to people, and more choices and more games. You got all that?
So what about that makes you think that they're not making the next generation Xbox just a PC?
Just the fact that they keep saying that they're making like the next gen Xbox. Like, that's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox is a console. It is a home video game console with specific software and firmware on it that doesn't directly translate to Windows PC. That's why most of the games you buy on Xbox aren't going to work directly on PC. You know, that's why there's still like mild compatibility issues between Xbox console and PC.
But there doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but there's still those built-in limitations.
There doesn't have to be built-in limitations.
There doesn't have to be, but there is.
I know. I just think that they're giving up, and the next one's just going to be a PC.
But
and it's going to have the Windows full screen experience, and it's just going to act like an Xbox, but it will just be, there will be a desktop environment underneath it.
That's going to break so many things with regards to legacy gameplay. That has been like the one good thing Xbox has been doing in the past 10 years.
The hope is that they just move all that over to PC. There is a rumor that they just hired the Xenia Canary developers, which are the Xbox 360 emulator developers. That They just hired them and were like, we just want to make this an official thing. So that sounds really promising.
Yeah.
There was also the leaked document. Well, it wasn't leaked. They posted a footage of an Xbox with what looked like the Xbox app on a TV, and it had a Steam button.
Yeah.
Or a Steam tab for your Steam games. So I can't imagine you getting Steam games on an Xbox Series X, but I can imagine you getting Steam games on an Xbox that is just a computer.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that, you know, John, your Facebook friend from high school who says the F slur on Call of Duty all the time.
Yes.
He is not going to know the difference. He's going to see the new Xbox and be like, that looks cool. I can play the new Call of Duty on that. And he's going to buy it. And he's going to boot it up and he's just going to buy Call of Duty from the Xbox store,
Yeah.
and that's the end of that. But we will know, like, okay, I can buy this thing, and I can go to the desktop environment, and I can download whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like a Steam Deck.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be a full-size PC. That's what I think the next generation Xbox is. What was my point of this? Oh, because I think if they release the ROG Ally X alongside an Xbox that was just a PC, everything would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Because the hope is by the time the next generation Xbox comes out, there will be more parity between their console environment and the PC environment.
Right.
Hopefully, your fucking Indiana Jones DLC will work on everything in 2 years.
I would hope so, because I would like to see the end of the Order of the Giants, Bob.
While I'm on the toilet on
Yes.
the ROG Xbox
Yes.
Ally Xbox. So, clip this and watch it in 2 years.
Yeah.
See where we're at with Xbox. Anyway. We got a super chat from Cruzy. $10. Hey guys, I'm currently undergoing ketamine therapy for treatment-resistant depression, and your show helps me through that. Give me the card for your doctor. My question is, can I hack a Japan new 3DS LL? That's large.
Yes.
To be English and region free. Thank you. My question is, can I hack a new Japan? They're not region free.
No.
I believe you hack it the same way you hack a 3DS, and it just
I think
it just is region free.
Yeah.
I think.
No, I think you're right.
I'm playing Japanese games on my hacked 3DS.
Hang on a second.
I don't know. I don't remember ever making it region free.
Because it is region locked. But I don't remember like what the region lock is.
That's pretty funny.
There is there's tinkering you need to do.
When we went to Japan,
Yeah.
he bought a 3DS. So I don't think he realizes he can't play it.
Yeah.
I have a video on hacking a 3DS. Just watch that, and you should be able to do everything that video did.
I think it's a firmware thing. So you just have to unlock the firmware. So hacking it should do it.
Yeah, I think you just go through the hacking process and it just does it. Because, again, I have Japanese games that just play.
Yeah.
And I don't remember ever region locking it.
Yeah.
Region unlocking it. Anyway. I need a second to catch my breath.
Okay.
Oh, Xbox dev kits are now more money.
After raising the prices on Xbox consoles and subscriptions, Microsoft is now turning its attention to Xbox developers. Sources familiar with Microsoft's plan tell The Verge that the company is significantly increasing the price of its Xbox development kit, or XDK. Yes, the custom hardware used by developers to build Xbox games. The current Xbox dev kit is moving from $1,500 to $2,000, a 33% increase in price. The adjustment reflects the macroeconomic developments.
Necronomicon.
Yes. Macroeconomic development tariffs, says Microsoft in an announcement to Xbox developers seen by The Verge. We remain committed to providing high quality tools and support for your development efforts. When asked by The Verge to comment on the price raise, Microsoft did not respond in time for publication. The price increase to Xbox dev kits comes just 1 month after Microsoft hiked the price of the Xbox Series X console for the second time this year. Microsoft also blamed changes to macroeconomic environment for its latest Xbox console price hike last month. Both the increases to consoles and dev kits, 30% and 33% respectively, align with the Trump administration's 30% tariffs on imports from China. A recent report suggests that Microsoft is pushing to produce more Xbox consoles outside of China in a clear attempt to reduce impact of tariffs.
This Xbox development kit looks sick as hell.
I know.
So cool.
It looks like a really cool 90s CD player.
And it has the frame rate on it.
Yeah.
If this was what the Nintendo Switch 2 development kit looked like, I would spend the $2,000 just because it looks cool.
Yeah.
And also I want a frame rate reader.
Yeah.
That's so sick. I've been trying to figure out a way to get the frame rate in OBS. Like, why can't a capture card just read the frame rate of what's coming in?
Aren't there programs that will read frame rate of like consoles and stuff?
So it reads, it processes the video after. It doesn't do it live.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my issue.
But I'm saying like, so OBS does that, but like.
So OBS will tell you the frame rate of the capture source, but it's not, it's like a camera. Like it's 60 frames, but really what is it? It's not like reading the video. It's just the output is 60.
I understand that. What I'm trying to say is there has to exist another software that isn't OBS that will do what you're looking for it to do.
I know. You would think that. And there isn't. There's things that read the frame rate of a game that's playing on your computer.
Right.
There's things that read the frame rate of the output source. But there's nothing that is taking samples of the game or the output source. There's nothing taking samples and being like, this is how many times per second the image is changing.
Not even like the built-in frame rate readers on like the monitors.
So that does sometimes.
Okay.
But it doesn't always do it. It usually just takes the output source frame rate.
Got it.
Sometimes it does it. But I want it to like show up in OBS. Anyway, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, price increase. So
for the dev kits,
I'd imagine if you're an Xbox dev, you have one already.
Right, but what if you're a new Xbox dev?
There are no new Xbox devs. If you're an Xbox dev and your shit breaks, that's gonna suck.
Yeah,
there's more money now. This is really just pricing out like indie developers who would want to start getting into Xbox.
It makes me curious, like if there are other options, because like this is like the one platform where there kind of is other options, like Xbox One dev kits. I'm sure they don't make it anymore, but I'm sure people can find those, and that's compatible. The Xbox.
Ask a developer. I know someone I can ask. I'm gonna say, do you even have one? And I know that they're developing for Xbox.
Okay.
I just can't imagine them wanting to spend $2,000 to make an Xbox version.
Well, my follow-up is, because this was on the Xbox One, but I'm pretty sure it's also on the series. There's a dev kit mode in the retail versions of these systems.
Oh, true.
So like you could just flip that on. But now dev kits traditionally are more powerful than the retail units. So is that going to impact development at all?
Yeah, I don't know. They need to be a little more powerful. So well, you know, if you're an indie dev, you're not making a very powerful game, to be quite honest. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Got a lot of questions.
Yes.
Microsoft is doing everything in their power to get people to stop playing Xbox.
It's true.
Breaking news, Will.
Oh boy.
Nintendo knows when we're starting this stream. The chat is letting us know that we're getting Luigi's Mansion for Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack October 3rd.
Wahoo! Oh, for Halloween.
Yes. It would be Halloween in Japan.
Yes. There you go. This is cool. Luigi's Mansion launch title for the GameCube. I like this game. You didn't, because you're an idiot.
Only game we ever traded in.
Yeah,
I mean me.
I regret it because now it is like you can't get it on GameCube for less than like $70 in the aftermarket. But now you can play it on the Switch too if you have a Switch too. This is the first time it's ever been re-released outside of the GameCube.
Did I trade this in for Resident Evil 4? Or did I?
No.
I bought Resident Evil 4, didn't I?
I bought Resident Evil 4.
You bought it for PS2.
No, I bought it for GameCube.
I have two thoughts in my head.
Okay.
One of them is I traded this in for Resident Evil 4. The other thought is I got a scholarship that was $50 and I cashed it in and bought Resident Evil 4. Those are my two conflicting thought memories in my brain.
Okay. I want to make this explicitly clear on the podcast. I don't think Bob Wolf has ever bought a copy of Resident Evil 4 until the last 5 years. Because
I bought the Steam. One.
Because I have vivid memories of going to first Best Buy and then GameStop to get Resident Evil 4 on launch day. My girlfriend went with me. She was not happy I was playing video games. I should have been hanging out with her. She was a bitch. And then there was, I bought the Wii version from Target. I bought the PS2 version at Too Many Games. I bought the Steam version. I bought the PS4 version from Retro. I bought the Xbox One version on console. And then I bought the Xbox One version physically, I believe, also from Long Island Retro. And then, of course, there's the remake.
So what were the earliest GameCube games that we owned? So Luigi's Mansion was launched out. So that was like one of the first games.
Tony Hawk 3. I think that was one of the games. You know what? You know what I think it is?
What?
I think I sold Luigi's because you wanted me to get rid of Luigi's Mansion. So that and Tony Hawk 3 to get Tony Hawk 4 for the GameCube.
Ah, okay.
I think that's what it is.
That's trajectory.
Yeah.
So what the hell did I buy with my $50 scholarship? Because I bought a game. Okay. Well, mystery somewhat solved.
Yeah.
Well,
Tom, this just showed up on my Twitter. Tom Warren is interviewing Sarah Bond about the next generation. She confirms that the next gen Xbox will be a hybrid PC plus console. The next gen console will be a very premium and high end curated experience. You're starting to see some things we have in this handheld. So it's going to be like
it's gonna be the Xbox full screen experience. It just won't be as shitty as it is right now. We are hoping.
Who was this interview with?
Tom Warren, I thought.
No, Mashable. Tom Warren reposted it. It's with Mashable.
The Xbox full screen experience is the sketch of a great idea.
Yeah. It's the beta of a great idea.
Yeah. They should have held it back for like a while.
Yeah.
I don't think they realized that putting the Xbox name on an ROG Ally was going to have as much of an impact as it does.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because in my mind, it's just an ROG Ally with the Xbox name. But people see that and they go, "Can I play my Xbox games? What do you mean I can't play my Xbox games?" What do you mean by scholarship, Bob? I don't know. I don't even remember. I remember being awarded in some ceremony
money
at high school, a scholarship, and I went up and I received it, and it was a check for $50. So I was like, it was for being a drama.
You got money for that?
I got money, yeah. What was it, drama officer?
I didn't get money for that.
So Will was in the drama club.
Yes.
I was in the stage crew.
Yes.
Will was one of the officers of the drama club.
Yes, that means that was a big deal.
He was like one of, 4 or 5?
One of 4.
People who like made decisions for the drama club. Because you were an officer, they just made me one after you graduated.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I did not deserve to be one. I did not do anything related to the drama club other than the stage crew.
Yeah.
I should not have made any decisions for the drama club. I think there was a rivalry between the stage crew and the drama club.
There was, and it was
and making me a drama officer was supposed to like make there not be a rivalry.
There was always like one drama club officer that was like also in stage crew, I think, for that reason.
I didn't know that.
Even during my tenure.
I thought I was the first one.
No. But yeah, because like, you know, drama club kids are all artsy fartsy idiots and stage crew are all like tough meathead idiots. So like you get the two together and
it did not solve anything.
No, no, of course not.
Yeah. So, I got $50 for that somehow for some reason.
I didn't get shit. I got a plaque that's like in my attic somewhere.
I don't know why. I don't know what happened. But I spent it on a video game and I don't remember what video game. I feel like I spent it on a video game in the video store that was in town.
Broadway Video?
Yeah. When did that close?
That closed before I graduated high school.
Okay. Then I'm making that up.
Yeah.
I was hit in the head a few times.
Yeah. Cruzy with $10 over on YouTube. Hey guys, I'm currently. Oh, you read that already.
When that video store closed, they liquidated.
Oh, we made out like bandits.
We bought a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, Big Daddy Mayhem, thank you for the 35 month. And Cruise Inc. I didn't read that. Woot.
Oh, I was talking about the YouTube comment.
Oh,
about ketamine.
Oh, right. Spankwise with 200 bits. Hey, Bob, can you open the government back up? No. I'm so sorry. Are you the one that works at the Pentagon? I forgot who works at the Pentagon. I know it's an S name. But I got questions.
Yeah.
I got top secret questions. There is a handheld that is used for launching missiles, and I need it. I need to make a video on it.
It's the Logitech, isn't it?
No. So hold on.
No, that's for submarines.
Let me see if I can pull this up without data sheet. I don't know where this came from. I'm a little afraid to show it, but here it is. I need this.
Oh, wow.
The Distributed Command Tactical Eagle Controller. It just looks like a Steam Deck.
What's it called? The
Distributed Command Tactical Eagle Controller. I need that. I will come to Washington. I will go anywhere I can take a train to, basically.
Interesting.
I'm at the Pentagon. All right, well, don't send a pic of you at the Pentagon. I'm afraid for you. Can you get me this, or can you get me in contact with this thing? I can get you inside the Pentagon. Stop saying it like that. You're making it sound like something's wrong.
Really, what we want to know is, can it run Crisis?
Oh, and here's another. This one was like off screen. The FMCU. Look at that thing. That looks like a controller with just a monitor on top.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's for drones. I have the brochure up.
It's for drones?
Yeah.
What does it run on? This is very important.
Hold on.
Bob trying to illegally access and hack federal government tech hardware. Listen, it's not illegal if they let me.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. A lot of like military stuff you could just buy.
I'm a member of the press. Can't you just get a drone off of Amazon?
I mean, look, if you're a member of the press, technically you just text somebody in the cabinet.
Very true. This is a secure channel, right, fellas? Can it run Perfect Dark? That's what we're trying to figure out. If it runs on Android or Linux, we're golden.
Yeah. Doesn't say. It doesn't specify. That's classified.
People who work there can send invites for a visit. Hook me up, dude. All right. We gotta move on here.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 0 remake. No one wants this.
No. Reports that a Resident Evil 0 remake is in the works have been given more weight following the discovery of a possible reference to the project in an actor's resume. Last year, Dusk Golem, who has a history of reporting on Resident Evil series, claimed that remakes of Resident Evil 0 and Code Veronica were in development. Now MP First has further evidence which appears to confirm who will play one of the leads in these Resident Evil 0 remake. Under the voice section in an online resume of actor John McLaren, who played Star-Lord in the video game version of Guardians of the Galaxy, he refers to Project Chamber, which he says is an upcoming AAA video game in which he'll play the lead role. Resident Evil 0's main protagonist is Rebecca Chambers, and McLaren bears a resemblance to its other playable character, Billy Cohen, making it possible that McLaren is playing that character in the Resident Evil 0 remake. Lending further likelihood to this confirmation is his Project Chamber work was done by Beyond Capture Studios, a casting and capture studio which specializes in video games. Beyond Capture Studios previously undertook casting, performance capture, and motion capture work for Resident Evil 4 Remake and its Separate Ways DLC, making it likely that Capcom would be using its services again for future Resident Evil remakes.
That sounds like a stretch.
The Project Chambers thing definitely sounds like a stretch. I feel like the fact that they're using the same studio, the same motion capture studio,
Yes,
like that lends a little bit more credence.
That's a little closer. But I mean, it's just so Resident Evil 0, they're out of games to remake. So Resident Evil 0 makes a little bit of sense, but that's like the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, of the mainline ones. I think of the remaining mainline ones, people would rather a Code Veronica remake.
Yes, I would play that.
Yeah. Also, too, like Resident Evil 0 is so tied to the Resident Evil 1 remake that like you can't really like go back to that game without also going back to Resident Evil 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think people are done with the Resident Evil remakes. We're now waiting for the Dino Crisis remake.
Except for Code Veronica. I would like that. I think a lot of other people would like that.
I guess, but like Code Veronica is still like readily available.
Also, they didn't remake 3, right?
They did.
I should probably play that.
I've
never played 3.
It's on our Steam library.
Amazing.
It's quick. It's like you can beat that in a weekend. It's a short game.
Six to 7 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, I believe I got the deluxe edition, so that comes with the infinite ammo machine gun at start.
Oh.
So just use that. You'll plow through the game.
All right. Good. That'll be a spooky weekend.
Ooh, Halloween stream.
Really, what's more important is I need to beat 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joe Chengs, thank you for the 5 months. What up, bros? What could be a good Christmas gift to my gamer girlfriend? Planning ahead, LOL. What does she have? I don't know what she has.
Yeah, that's it. It's always a problem getting gifts for gamers because they always get the things they want.
I always do a gift guide every year, and my first thing that I say is I don't suggest games.
Mm-hmm.
Get them a gift card for the console that they have.
Yeah, that's the best
that
thing
you're
to do.
getting them.
Mm-hmm.
What games does she play? If she's playing PC games, get her a Steam Deck.
Yes.
If she doesn't already have it. I mean, if they're a gamer, they probably already have stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so it's hard. Okay. Oh, and Andy Ackerman with the $5, halfway to a cup of coffee for you. Oh, he's commenting on how everything's expensive these days.
Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Thank you very much.
Mostly plays PS5, no PC yet. Okay, so
you can get a Portal.
You can get a Portal.
Running tech support.
I would go with one of them fancy colored dual sense controllers.
Yeah,
those are always good because like they're expensive.
So
like,
you can get an official fancy DualSense controller. You can, if you want to go baller, you can get a DualSense Edge.
Yes.
If you want to go super baller, you can get a completely custom DualSense controller from like Etsy or make one yourself.
Yeah.
I did this once for a gamer girlfriend.
Yeah.
She did eventually break up with me.
Yes.
So
your mileage may vary.
It is a good idea for a gift.
Yeah.
Anyway, what is this word? Oh, that's a person. Tomonobu Itagaki has passed away.
The flamboyant founder of developer Team Ninja, creator of the fighting game series Dead or Alive, and the director of the influential 2004 Ninja Gaiden, has passed away at the age of 58. Yes.
Oh my God. We know that Portugal bird in the background.
Yeah, that's like the...
Every grandma, it says Portugal.
Okay.
But every Italian grandmother has
that bird, yes.
In their house.
The announcement was made by Itagaki's Facebook page in a statement entitled Last Words, apparently pre-written by the man himself. The flame of my life is finally about to go out, Itagaki wrote, according to an English language translation of his final note posted by friend James Michele on Instagram. If this message has been posted, that means the time has come. I am no longer in this world. My life was a constant battle. I kept on winning. I also caused a lot of trouble along the way. I take pride in having fought through it all, following my own convictions. I have no regrets. I only feel deep sorrow that I couldn't deliver a new work to all my fans. That is just how it is. Itagaki joined Tecmo in 1992 and rose to prominence with the release of the first Dead or Alive in 1996. Unafraid of controversy, he leans into the series' vivacious representations of his female fighters with its spin-off series Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, the video game equivalent of a swimsuit calendar. His team within Tecmo was named Team Ninja in 1999, and in 2004 released Ninja Gaiden, a critically acclaimed, intensively violent, and famously tough action game based on the old Tecmo series. Ninja Gaiden 4, a new entry in the series co-developed by Team Ninja and Platinum Games, is just days from release. Itagaki left Tecmo and Team Ninja in 2008 in a dispute over what he said were unpaid bonuses. In the years after his departure, he struggled to find the same level of success. He founded Valhalla Game Studios with other Team Ninja veterans, but the studio was dissolved after releasing just one game, 2015's Wii U action game Devil's Third. His next company, Itagaki Games, has yet to release a title. You okay over there?
No. I took the camera off the screen because I just got a DM that the Legion Go 2 is available on Best Buy.
Okay.
So I have been frantically trying to buy it. And then my credit card was like, you didn't just try to buy something, did you? And I was like, yes, yes. So let's see if it works this time.
You know what? Itagaki would have wanted that. He was a very prominent Japanese game developer. He was definitely the rock star game developer of the early 2000s era. He was one of the few Japanese developers who really believed in the Xbox and stuck with it throughout the original Xbox and Xbox 360 era, developing the Dead or Alive series, the Ninja Gaiden games before he left Tecmo. He was unapologetic in what he had to say. He would pick fights with Namco and Tekken over them ripping him off and not having as good of a game as his games were. He was like, oh, Virtual Fighter is it's like a classy restaurant, whereas Dead or Alive is like the sexy restaurant. He would say things like that to try. It was very not in a derogatory term, but circus showman type promoter of his games.
I remember him being very wacky.
Yeah,
I'm getting him confused with the Tekken guy. I gotta be honest.
Harada. Yeah. Well, yeah. So again, similar vibes. He would later go on to admit and make up with Harada towards the end. And he would basically say a lot of that stuff I was saying was just for show. It was just me being.
They were being like wrestling guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
But I think that he's one of the few, especially at the time, he was one of the few name video game developers that were out there.
So did he do anything with Ninja Gaiden 4?
No.
Okay.
No, what was
the last thing he did?
The last Ninja Gaiden game he did was Ninja Gaiden 2.
Well, the last game he did, period.
Devil's Third for the Wii U.
Oh, okay. That was kind of a while ago.
Yeah, that was supposed to be his big coming out party, his big solo release. Didn't review very well.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. So yeah, that's sad. He 58 years old, I think it said. So
no,
very young. They didn't say what the cause of death was, but yeah,
that is terrible.
Yeah.
Good news. I got the Legion Go 2.
Oh, thank God.
It comes out I get it in the middle of November.
Okay.
I was thinking about it today, and I went to go look, and it said releases October 31st. Fucking came out a month ago.
Really?
Yeah, it came out weeks ago.
Okay.
So they just didn't plan this right.
Right.
At all. So I don't know. Whatever.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I ordered my new iPhone on October 1st, and it says it will be delivered between October 23rd and October 30th.
That's a wide range.
Yeah. And
I think Apple usually gives themselves a lot of wiggle room because I sometimes get things early.
Yeah. Well, if it's going to be the 23rd, I would imagine it would have updated its progress by now because it's the 21st. Yeah. We will see.
You got the regular 17?
I got the Max 17.
The Max, or you got the big guy?
Yeah, but I got the base model storage.
Okay. What is the base model storage?
256.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The chat is pointing us towards Harada's tweet. Very long. About Itagaki. My senior from university and my rival as a creator has passed away. The last message I ever received from him was, "Let's go drinking. Let's make some noise soon." So they were friends.
Yeah.
Rival in like Japan is like not like an enemy.
Yeah. It's more like a friendly competitor. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you read some of the interviews with Itagaki back in the day, like, he made it seem like he fucking hated Tekken, but he showed a lot more, like, a reserved feelings towards Virtual Fighter, though. He was always like, that's like your father. It's like your father's game. You know, I love my father, but, like, I'm doing something cool.
I would understand him not liking Tekken, but having a respect for Harada.
Yeah.
Anyway, Quantic Dream is making a MOBA. This doesn't make any sense.
And it does not. The next title from French game developer Quantic Dream isn't what you'd expect. The studio, best known for single-player narrative adventures, including Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, is putting out a multiplayer game called Spellcasters Chronicles, which will debut in closed beta on Steam before the end of the year.
I didn't know there was a trailer.
Combining action and strategy with elements of MOBAs and deck-building games, the free-to-play Spellcasters Chronicles appears to be a unique blend of mechanics and concepts. 2 teams of 3 will face off in 25-minute-long matches, capturing territory and destroying each other's life stones to achieve victory. Despite being the studio's first multiplayer game, it will still feature heavy story elements through what Quantic Dream calls a community-driven narrative.
This has the League of Legends art style. This is not a Quantic Dream game.
This is just 100% we have League of Legends at home.
This is ridiculous.
Quantic Dream has been rather absent from the news as of late. The studio announced Star Wars Eclipse in 2021, but hasn't shown anything from the narrative adventure since then. In the press release announcing Spellcaster Chronicles, Quantic Dream president David Cage mentioned that his company is continuing to develop new experiences, including Star Wars Eclipse, seemingly proof of life for the project.
It's Star Wars Eclipse had a really cool trailer.
Yes.
Don't know what the hell type of game it is. They're saying it's narrative, but
yeah, but like that could be anything.
The trailer didn't show anything.
Yeah.
Gameplay wise, it just had a really cool vibe.
Yeah.
This game doesn't seem like anything they've ever made. So this is very strange and really out of left field.
Their last game was Detroit Become Human, which was in 2018. So they haven't put out a game in a long time.
Yeah.
So they're probably in need of like something.
This is them satisfying shareholders. Look, we got a MOBA. It's just like all those other ones that make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, plowing ahead, Assassin's Creed leader leaves Ubisoft.
The former creative lead of Assassin's Creed series wants to clarify that it wasn't his choice to step away from the franchise. Earlier this week, Mark Alexis Cote left Ubisoft after roughly 20 years with the company, including the last 3 as vice president and executive producer of Assassin's Creed. On LinkedIn, Cote stated he is still passionate about Assassin's Creed and he didn't make that choice to leave the series. I did not walk away. I stayed at my post until Ubisoft asked me to step aside. Said Cote, who prefaced this by saying he's not resentful towards Ubisoft. Earlier this month, Ubisoft announced a new subsidiary named Vantage Studios will oversee the Assassin's Creed franchise along with Rainbow Six and Far Cry. With this reorganization, Cote noted that Ubisoft decided to transfer the leadership of Assassin's Creed. As previously reported, a different position was mentioned to Cote, but he said it did not carry the same scope, mandate, or continuity of what he was doing over the past few years.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they want to shake things up with Assassin's
They want to shake things up.
They wanted to give him something else, but he didn't like it.
Yeah. I think this is all part of like the reorganization they've been doing with Tencent, you know, this new studio within a studio that like to oversee like their biggest franchises specifically, you know.
That's very interesting.
You would think that they would want the guy who's been shepherding it for the past few years to like stay on for at least a little bit longer to do the next Assassin's Creed in this new venture.
I haven't liked Assassin's Creed for a really long time, so I'd hate to blame one guy.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not opposed to changes.
Mm-hmm.
I have little faith that Ubisoft is making the right changes, though.
Yeah, they're usually never the right changes.
I played a decent amount of the last one, and I didn't really like it at all. Moving on. Simu Lee?
Lou.
Simu Liu. Okay. Yep.
I believe it's that. Yes. The first draft of the script for the movie adaptation of Sleeping Dogs is done. That's
Liu.
according to Liu. Yes.
Simu Liu.
Yes. That is according to Marvel star Simu Liu, who revealed over the weekend that the script for the film was complete, albeit carefully redacting some details from the screenshot. He marked the news by sharing a photo of his own sleeping dog. When the commenter responded to the good news and asked if the actor and producer had worked things out with the game's publisher and IP holder Square Enix, he said, "They're absolutely great. It's the studio that doesn't seem to understand how important this IP is, but we will get them there." If you were hoping for more, it's unfortunate that Liu shared a little else, but it should be good news nonetheless, given the adaptation has been languishing in development hell for at least 8 years. As IGN has reported, Story Kitchen is leading the Sleeping Dogs live-action film feature project, with Simu Liu, who played Shang-Chi in the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings film, producing and set to play the lead role of Wei Shen. Story Kitchen was formed when it came... Story Kitchen has formed when it comes to video game adaptations, having worked on everything from the Sonic the Hedgehog movies to Netflix's animated Tomb Raider series.
This sounds like it could be really cool.
Yes.
People loved Sleeping Dogs for the story.
Yes. I remember when it came out. I haven't played it, but like people genuinely loved the story of it, the unique gameplay aspect of it. It was like Arkham Asylum meets Grand Theft Auto. It was supposed to be the third game in the True Crime series.
Oh, okay.
But Activision's like, this isn't Call of Duty. We're not going to make it. So like Square Enix picked it up. But then Square Enix is like, we don't know what we're doing. We're just going to let Sleeping Dogs lie.
Hate that. I hate you and
I hate myself more than you know. But I know this game is like popular, but like the game is old by this point.
Yeah.
So, and like, look, I got nothing against Simu Liu. I think he's a great actor. I think we could be bros. I don't know how important this IP actually is.
So I think it's interesting that he says that the studio's having an issue with it, because the studio, these movie studios don't understand how important and impactful some of these video games are.
Yeah.
I think this is a relatively important video game. I think that the cult following around it is enough to get a wider audience interested. Like, a very few amount of people are going to be really excited that this is a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So those people are going to spark the other people around to be interested.
Yeah.
So if this is good enough as its own thing,
Mm-hmm.
I think the spark of people just knowing what Sleeping Dog is, the few people that know what it is, will be able to ignite the rest of people to get interested in it if they can have a really cool trailer.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying this movie like is a disaster from the start. I think this has a lot of potential. I think that this could be something. I just don't know, because I know Sleeping Dogs was popular, but I don't know if it was like, 10 million units sold popular. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, is it popular
I didn't
enough
play
to
it.
be a successful movie?
I didn't play it, but I know what it is.
Right,
And I think that's going to be most people's cases. They don't know. They know what it is, but they and it'll be a lot easier to digest a trailer than it would be playing an 8-hour game.
Right.
Anyway, I think it's cool. I think it'll be. Hopefully, it happens. I don't have any faith in a studio to pick it up, though.
No, yeah, this might have to be an independent thing.
Oh, Professor Rock, thanks for $5. As things are going with GameCube, I'm guessing the next drop will be around Easter 2026. We'll surely get Mario Sunshine since the Lord has risen.
That works.
They could do it before then. I think that they're really like sporadic with Nintendo Switch Online stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we'll get some more Metroid, because Metroid's coming out soon.
Yeah.
What's this? EA will shut down The Sims Mobile. So,
dude, a lot of websites were posting this.
Okay.
Because again, slow news week. The Sims Mobile is going away as EA will shut it down on January 20th, nearly 8 years after its debut on March 2018. An update went live on Monday, saying it is the final one, and the company is delisting the game on October 21st. Since the game requires online servers, it will no longer be possible to play The Sims Mobile in 3 months' time. The Sims Mobile and the Sims community as a whole are full of creativity, kindness, and imagination, EA said in a blog post.
So we wanted to get rid of
Yes, fuck you. You've amazed us with your stories, builds, and Sims. We're proud to have shared this journey with you. And as a token of our appreciation, we've prepared a few surprises as we head into the Sims Mobile's final chapter. EA will run 14 events, including limited time quests and treasure hunts in the Sims Mobile over the next few months. It's no longer possible to spend any real money in the game, though players can use their existing in-game currency. As of today, players have unlimited energy, which should make it easier to complete projects and enjoy the last few months of play. On January 6th, you know where I'll be, EA will unlock all the build modes and create a sim items so players can fully customize their homes and Sims looks for a couple of weeks before the Grim Reaper shows up for the Sims Mobile.
I'll be on my phone playing The Sims.
Yeah.
At the Capitol.
So... like, at least they're like trying to go out with a bang. They're trying to make it like, you know, they're trying to make the next few months like worthwhile.
Yeah.
In its release.
EA's been doing some weird shit with The Sims. I don't know if you've tried to play The Sims.
No.
I had to set Hannah up with The Sims, and it is a fucking disaster.
So
the way that it works.
Is it just The Sims, or is it like The Sims 4 or whatever?
It is The Sims 4.
Okay.
But I think it's just called The Sims.
Okay.
And it's a launcher that has every DLC under the sun.
Yes.
There.
I do remember that became like their thing.
Yeah.
Like they released one version.
It's like a platform.
Yes.
And The Sims has like nothing in it. The Sims is free to play, by the way, I think.
Oh, okay.
And it's all there's like nothing there. You
Yeah.
have to get all of the DLCs, and each one's like $20. So you could spend like $1,000 easily.
Yeah. Well, I remember that used to be like their business. Like back in the day, if they released like The Sims, and then you'd buy like expansion packs, but like the packs would come with like a lot of stuff. You know, now you have to buy everything individually.
Yeah. Well, the expansion packs for The Sims back in the day used to be like one DVD.
Yeah.
And there would be like 4 of them.
Yeah.
Now there's like 1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Sleeping Toads TV in the chat put this Blue Sky post in the chat. Rip Tomonobu Itagaki. And it's Itagaki's hit list. Tekken, hate. Tekken 2, hate. Tekken 3, hate. Tekken 4, hate. Tekken 5. I no longer can figure out what the hell they're trying to do with the numbering, and I don't know which one is which. I don't know what they're trying to do with all of these spin-offs. So this includes Nina Death by Degrees as well. I don't think it even needs saying, but people should stay away from Tekken. Nothing left to say. I just don't want them to disappoint me anymore. It's so annoying. Please don't annoy me anymore. Maybe he doesn't have respect for the Tekken guy.
I mean, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a picture of him and Harada just
chilling,
just being bros
on a leather couch.
Yeah, with their sunglasses and their tap out shirts.
Jesus Christ! Is that all the news? There's one more.
There's one more. It's just a quick public service announcement I wanted to bring up. If you're rushing to grab the latest round of free-ish games included in the October PlayStation Plus Extra or Premium bundle, you might want to slow your horses and double-check that you aren't already about to accidentally lose your ownership of one of the games forever. Due to an ongoing bug with the PlayStation's current subscription service, if you previously picked up the PS Plus Essentials giveaway of Yakuza Like a Dragon in 2022, downloading it again will erase your license to own it forever. I know.
Did this happen to you?
Something like this happened to me.
Because you mindlessly download every single game that comes out on PlayStation Plus.
And because the Ghost of Tsushima multiplayer mode was free 1 month. But because I claimed that, I didn't have access to buy Ghost of Tsushima on PlayStation 5 for a discounted price. I had to get it for full retail price no matter what. Which was didn't make sense to me because apparently there's 5 different versions of Ghost of Tsushima. Mm-hmm. And just buying the game wasn't every version of the game was $60 to me. I had to buy the physical version of it for $30 on sale just to make sure I had the game. So yeah, so there's like this weird issue, like depending on what you claim in PlayStation Plus, like it doesn't translate to like full ownership or like partial ownership if your subscription lapses or whatever. And like if you like buy it, if you like claim it in different tiers, that supersedes the previous tier and whatever. So just be careful. If you already claimed Yakuza Like a Dragon in PlayStation Plus, don't claim it again. If you didn't claim it initially, here's your chance.
Really weak. Nope. Try this again.
Word of the week! Word of the week! Word of the week!
Who of the week? DC's Absolute Fork. Some will get it. I'm not explaining it.
Yeah.
Now we'll talk to you guys.
Yes, let's start with people who have comments on last week's Wolf Den podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Wolf Den Podcast.
Wolf Den Podcast. We got a big one this time. Honors Like Mad says, Animal Crossing has taught me a lot about other cultures. So many times I've seen an item that is completely foreign to me and I look it up and learn what it is in real life. That's just Japanese culture, right?
Mostly, yeah.
Well, yeah, when I played Animal Crossing, or a lot of Japanese games, when there's like an item and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then you look it up and it's like,
yeah,
you figure it out. The Konami Man says, glad to hear you guys talking about representation mattering in games. I'm part Puerto Rican. He's not part of Puerto Rican. I'm part Puerto Rican, so in the Miles Morales game, seeing his family's Christmas dinner look like the kind my family would have was really cool and relatable. My grandmother was deaf, so having a character in that game that was deaf was also cool for me to see. Also, it was impressive how good game animation has gotten that I could actually understand her ASL, and her hands were modeled in some exaggerated way to make that possible. Yeah. I think that all that shit is really cool. Even if it doesn't like have that same impact on the majority of people, having a huge impact on a little bit of people, I think is worth it. Also, it's cool for us to see.
Yeah.
Like, even if don't have a connection with that culture, it's cool to have a tidbit of a real culture.
It helps to understand other cultures better, because like your world becomes less and less insular the more and more you learn about other people, so seeing things like that is always nice.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be shoved in your face.
No.
It's just like a small part of world building that is realistic and brings us in because it feels like a real family.
Like you people like this.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a direct one-to-one, people like this. So like seeing it in another art form is it's just how the world is.
Yeah. David McCauley says White Guy Slop or Not White Guy Slop is my favorite new game. The God of War games from before the PS4, I think.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%. Yes, before they made it woke.
Andy Davidson says, if your handheld screen is too small, try reading glasses. Instant bigger screen. Wow, I never thought of that.
What they need to do is they need to bring back those like Game Boy magnifier screens.
Oh, I did that.
I know you did, but like a good version.
Cookies Sandband says, if Xbox games go third party, I hope they bring Fable or Gears of War trilogy to Switch.
Aren't they bringing the Gears of War remake to Switch, or did I make that up? I know they brought it to PS5.
Xbox is going to be bringing a lot of stuff to Switch, I would imagine. So is PlayStation. I think that they will too.
Well, what did they bring? They brought Lego Horizon. Is there another? The Patapon's coming to Switch.
Is Helldivers? No, that went to Xbox.
No. Their golf game, Hot Shots Golf, is going to be on Switch.
Everybody's golf.
I
think that something like Helldivers has potential to go to Switch. Not like maybe the current one, but like a future one, absolutely. The Beast on Drums says, as a past Assassin's Creed fan who dropped off after Syndicate, the Civil War premise of being an ex-slave fighting the KKK sounds amazing. They need to get more modern because these last few just weren't for me. You know, when Assassin's Creed first came out and the 2 trilogy, when that was all happening, I really liked the Desmond stuff that took place in the modern day.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of criticism about the games that said there was too much modern day Desmond. So I think that got in their head.
Yeah, I think so.
There were a lot of Assassin's Creed games that had bad modern day stuff.
Yeah.
It's not so much that stuff was it's not so much that Assassin's Creed shouldn't be modern day. It's that it broke up the story in ways that people didn't want. The games made you feel a lot for the assassin characters, and then when they ripped you away from the assassin characters and gave you some fucking random guy from the modern day, people were like, I don't want to see this. I want to go back into the Animus.
Well, I think also too, like they never marketed the Desmond stuff for Assassin's Creed 1. They marketed it as this like ancient civilization simulator. And then in the first like 5 minutes of the game, all of a sudden, like it shoots to the present day where you're some sloppy white guy and laying on a table. And Kristen Bell's like, hey, hook him back up again. You know? That stuff was an attempt by the developers to explain the video gamey aspects of it. Like he can't swim. The button presses correspond to Desmond remembering certain things a certain way.
Well, it's
stuff like that.
I think it's more the trope of izakaya is a bar. Well, it's
Isekai.
You're thrusted into this other world because they need a surrogate. The viewer needs a surrogate to see the world.
Right.
I enjoyed the Desmond stuff. I ended up liking when they took me away from Ezio and put me into Desmond because I was like, I want to see where Desmond's story goes.
Well,
that's how I felt. And then Desmond's story ended up being terrible at the end. And for him was stupid.
I think with regards to like a more modern Assassin's Creed, the whole point of Assassin's Creed is like you explore like past civilizations and like things in the past. So there's only so far you can go before like you're too close to like modern day.
Right.
Like I don't know if like Depression era Assassin's Creed game would work in the same way as like a Civil War era Assassin's Creed game.
I think that they would all work great. If you want a modern day Assassin's Creed, it's just Watch Dogs.
I guess.
I think Watch Dogs was supposed to be modern day Assassin's Creed because there's so much that's the same.
Yeah.
Another issue is if you get too modern, you need guns.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with the Revolutionary War stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's a gun, but it's like a pain in the ass to use.
Yeah.
And it makes you not want to use it.
Yeah.
It kind of works similarly to like an arrow or a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
So if they did a Civil War type thing, they just need to make the guns a pain in the ass to use.
Well, there's still muskets, right? In the Civil War. So yeah, those things suck.
Yeah. They were like a little better, but like not much. I mean, we had the same issue in reverse with World War I stuff.
Yeah.
Where like guns were like shitty. But you know, you make it happen within the confines of the game. Anyway. Oh, now we're in the chat.
Oh, hey,
We
everybody.
did everything we needed. Did you guys read the news of Steam breaking yet another record? What's this record?
Oh, now what they do?
Steam sets new record with 41.6 million concurrent players. They're going to keep doing that over and over and over again. Part of it is these platforms becoming more popular, but also there's just more people.
Yeah.
Is there a reason that it hit this?
I don't know. Was there a new game that came out?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Platform support for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux gives players flexibility and hardware choice. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, but like...
I mean, that's true. Them allowing Steam to be on like everything is like becoming really helpful.
Yeah.
I got Ball X Pit, and it works on Mac.
Ball X Pit.
X Pit.
X Pit.
Yeah. It's a dumb like roguelike game,
Okay.
but people like it.
All right.
I liked it. It was actually pretty.
There it is.
fun.
Ball X Pit.
Mega Bonk and stuff came out recently, and Ball X Pit. It's pretty fun. Play on
Nice.
your Mac.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if Steam like could notify you when somebody in your family buys a game.
Yeah,
That'd be cool to like get a notification. Oh, I can now play this because Will bought it.
Yeah, I just see it in my library when I go to play a game I had already bought. So,
Will, would you be down for a Ghost Rider game similar to Insomniac and the Spider-Man games?
yeah, I think so. Ghost Riders is it. I don't know if I would want it to be open world though. Like, I would definitely want there to be like some levels where you're just Ghost Rider walking around whipping people with a chain, and then some levels where you're like fucking tearing through town on your motorcycle, or your Dodge Charger if you're the Robbie Reyes version. But yeah, I think that would be sick. There was a Ghost Rider game on PS2 that was tangentially tied to the Nicolas Cage movie that I heard was okay.
We got from illegitimate Wolf Den fan because he's not subscribed. He changed his name to illegitimate Wolf Den fan because he's not subscribed.
Now I get it.
He sent us an article. Warner Brothers Discovery confirms it has received buyout interest and is considering its options. Warner Brothers is getting bought, or it's considering.
So they were gonna split up. Warner Brothers was gonna become one company, and then Discovery was gonna become another company. And now they're like, you know what? What if we just put ourselves up for sale?
So it's unconfirmed who is in talks to buy them, but this article says there's growing reports of potential bidding war, including from Skydance owned Paramount.
Yes.
Which closed its own $8 billion merger in August.
Yeah.
I have insider information about Paramount. They are laying off. They've been laying off people every month for the past year.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands.
Even before the buyout. Yeah.
And there is another big wave of layoffs next week or something. So that would be a merger indicator.
Yeah. Or it could also be like they just merged. So like now they're just cleaning house.
Unfortunately, every major milestone means
layoffs.
Fire people.
Yeah.
So that's just insane because I can't imagine Paramount having the money for that.
Well, it wouldn't be Paramount. It would be Skydance. And even then, like, I don't imagine Skydance having the money for that.
Right.
Because $8 billion for Paramount is like not a lot of money for what they just bought. And I'd imagine Warner Brothers owning more property being the more expensive studio to buy.
What the f is Skydance? And how does it have more money than Paramount?
It's owned by Larry Ellison, the Oracle dude.
Oh.
Yeah,
they got Oracle money. All right.
So everything sucks.
Warner Brothers needs help. Probably not the help it needs.
No.
What is this? You just sent us.
Oh, I saw this personal calendar. Basically, it's gonna have a calendar and it's gonna like fill it out with games that they think you will be interested in.
Oh, I don't want. Don't tell me what you think I would like.
I think you can also customize it so like you can tell it what you'll be interested in when it comes out.
It'd be cool to see my wish list.
Yeah.
In a calendar form. I've been over the past couple of days. What I've been doing is every time I get a notification on my phone, I open the app that it's from and I turn off all notifications for that. Because I get a lot of promotional notifications.
Yeah.
So I'm going in and like customizing my notifications so I stop getting fucking notifications.
My personalized calendar, released in the last month. It thinks I will like Silent Hill F, yes. Sonic Racing's Cross Worlds. Hades 2. It thinks I would like that.
Well, you have it.
Yes. Released in the last 7 days. Ninja Gaiden 4, yes.
Is it out?
I think it is.
I want to play that.
October 20. Yeah, it's out.
I want to play that. And I have an Xbox Game Pass Premium. Can I play it on that?
Premium? I think it's Ultimate. that you need.
Available now with Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The Dispatch tomorrow. I am interested in that game. Let's go.
So I'm logged in and it says join Game Pass.
Oh yeah, because remember, Game Pass Ultimate is day one games. Game Pass Premium is within a year.
It's been days, has it not? Play with Series X, PC, Cloud. Play anywhere. Get it now? I'm afraid to click on this.
If you do get it now, it'll take you to the buy page.
Well, that fucking sucks.
Yeah. Video games suck now.
I'm buying it on Steam. You don't get my money, Xbox.
Everything's coming up well.
Bob, speaking of tweet week of the week X. Okay. Reveals the top 10 games and hashtags mentioned on the platform in 2024? Why are they so late? Do you think that the state of the industry that we're in, I don't know what you're saying to me. Top 10 games and hashtags mentioned on the
I think what they're trying to say is, do you think this is representative of the state of the industry?
Top 10 games mentioned on X in 2024. Genshin Impact. That's crazy. That's number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Archive, number 2. I don't even know what that is.
Me neither.
Number 3, League of Legends.
Honkai series, number 4. Like, what is that?
That's Honkai Star Rail.
Okay.
I don't know what the other games in the Honkai series are.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, Zenless Zone Zero. A lot of Hoyoverse stuff going on.
Yeah.
Project Sekai, which I think is another gacha game. Fortnite, Ensemble Stars. I don't know what that is. And Minecraft. What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
Oh, these are all anime games. Like everyone that we don't know about is an anime game.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep. Blue Archive is an anime game.
Yeah.
Project Sekai, I just assumed it's an anime game. Yep. Top 10 gaming hashtag. Genshin Impact, Monster Strike, Honkai Star Rail, Arcane. That's for the show.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch, Blue Archive, Pokemon, Zenless Zero, Valorant, and FGO Fate Grand Order. Okay. I don't think this is indicative of anything. I think that people on X are horny and
yeah. And they're all like,
and they want to collect little anime girls.
Weeb nerds, so
yeah. Doomtree, thanks for the Prime subscription.
This just in, Splinter Cell Remake loses another director.
The game?
The game. Remember this was supposed to be remaking Splinter Cell?
Mm-hmm.
It lost its director again.
Oh boy.
So that game's never coming out.
Anonymous, thanks for gifting a sub. To illegitimate Wolf Den fan. Now he has
to be legitimate.
How often can you change your name? We'll find out.
Yeah.
You might get banned right now. During TGA's, Hoyoverse goes crazy on Twitter. They get prizes for a good placement in the fan choice category. That's a good point.
Mm.
They probably campaigned really, really hard. People in the chat were asking about this Miyamoto games eventually stop running when newer versions come out, but films remain forever. This was a big controversial thing on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I quote tweeted it. It is. So people were saying that this was a misrepresented quote. And then I looked into it further and it doesn't seem misrepresented at all. I don't know why people were defending it so hard.
Where did I see the...
So
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I have thoughts on it.
Supposedly this is an old quote, like a couple months old. It's not that old, but the context was about like stuff like the Nintendo Museum, and like how he doesn't like how to preserve video games right now. They have to put it in the museum or put it on Virtual Console, and like people aren't playing it on like original hardware.
Here's the full quote. Ultimately, what people remember are the IPs. Games become obsolete when new versions come out. But that's incredibly sad. We started video production partly because of that sadness. Seeing our creations become playable only on Virtual Console, even making them playable in a museum has its limits, but video content can endure forever. I envision more and more of these accumulating, making Nintendo itself a huge brand. I think what he's trying to get at is it's easier to preserve IP and brand in video form because it's easier to distribute than video games are. Because video games, you need to play them, you need the hardware to play them, you need the technology to play them. Having said that, whose fault is it that it's not easily available to play Super Mario Brothers in 2025?
Yeah, I think the context changes nothing, and I think it's insane that everybody is like trying to defend it.
Yeah.
like it's still like
Yeah.
an insane thing to say.
If
I understand that he's trying to say that video is it. Or that video sticks with people more and they're more willing to watch old video than play old games.
Yeah.
But a lot of us still like to play the old games.
Yeah. And we want the ability to play those games without having to shell out $500 for a new piece of hardware. We want a lot of those games you can play on the hardware we already own.
Also, Nintendo is very good at taking their old games and putting them out there for an astronomical price.
Yes.
Taking old stuff, regurgitating it, and putting it on the new stuff.
Yes.
So, like, I don't think he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you got to bend over backwards to re-release something on modern hardware.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, even with video, like, all these different streaming services and stuff, it is not easy sometimes to watch an old movie.
Yeah.
Like, watching the original Star Wars, the way it originally was.
Or even something like the Mummy. I wanted to stream the Mummy, and like the good Mummy, the Brendan Fraser Mummy, the sexy Mummy. I wanted to watch that. I thought, Universal owns that. I have a Peacock subscription. It's not on Peacock. It's on the IFC streaming service, which I don't have. So like film preservation is like substantially better than game preservation, but access to those films is just as difficult sometimes.
Yeah, so I think this is indicative of how Nintendo views their old IP and how Nintendo views what people want from their old video games.
Yeah.
Like how they're assuming people don't want to play their old games or find it difficult to play their old games.
Yeah.
And I think that is a misrepresentation and that is bad and this is a stupid thing to say.
Yeah.
And it's crazy seeing everybody regurgitating that this is misinformation because this is like you're misinformationing the misinformation.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. It's really like a nothing quote, if we're being honest. Like he's just talking. So like it's not really like not a big deal.
No, but I think it is also like in the grand scheme of things, it is indicative to this like, non-progressive mindset of not just Nintendo, but like all major video game companies where like older versions of games are not important. What's important is the latest and greatest.
Yeah. And this is like a representative of Nintendo saying, a very important representative of Nintendo saying like people aren't interested in that.
Yeah.
And people are interested in old movies.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, people are really interested in your old games.
Yeah.
So I think people are right to be a little weirded out by that quote. I think it's wrong for people to just say that that's misinformation because it was mischaracterized because the context is different, but the context really is not that different.
Yeah.
That being said, it is great that Nintendo has a museum.
Yeah, 100%.
Nintendo does some things that are good for preservation.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Nintendo is the biggest IP for old shit.
Yeah.
So they need to be the front line of preservation. And they're not the best at it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Turns out Kyoto News took a quote and shrunk it down from an older interview and ran with that line in the article as if it is what Miyamoto said to the publication. I've now updated the headline. Well, Will read the quote.
Yes.
So I think a publication made it the title recently.
Yeah.
But the quote is from months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But he still said it. Like Will read what he said.
Yeah.
Anyway. Old games sell very well when re-released. I know, like I really don't understand why there was so much drama over this.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't look at the YouTube chat like at all. Professor Rock says he tagged you in something on Blue Sky.
I didn't see it, so you're a liar.
Persona 3 Reloaded demo on Switch 2 was so bad during the animated parts, the FPS. Well, good thing there's a demo.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. My little GameStop said I can have their Delta Snake Eater advertisement poster. Do they know that your name on social media is Snake Eater?
Yeah.
Feels like something you always see happening to other people, but never lucky enough yourself. If you try hard enough, you can get anything from any GameStop. You just got to go to every GameStop in your state.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the Wolf Den Podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WolfDen and youtube.com/WolfDen Podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WolfDen Podcast. So you can go and check us out over there on demand whenever you want. But if you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on, but no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on those respective platforms.
Should we make a beat for that? And you have to do it
To the beat.
to the beat every time.
I'm down for the challenge.
Thanks for watching. I'm hopefully gonna have a video out on Thursday. I have to finish writing it and record it right now, so that's gonna be fun. I will love you. Okay, I'm not here. That's
Love you
fine.
too. When am I streaming next? I probably not this weekend. I'm hopefully going to try and do it every 2 weeks.
I missed it. Twitch didn't give me a notification.
Well, you're a bad brother.
I specifically turned on notifications.
On stream too. So
yeah.
Just keep watching the show. I'm sure I'll tell you ahead of time when I'm gonna stream again.
Do you know how to go into our Discord and at everybody?
I'm sure I can figure it out.
I'm also going to stream on Thursday. I'll see you.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to stream. Goodbye. Go watch AJ.
Bye.